Sean Sewell with Engearment.com in our beautiful mountains of Colorado. Just getting done with some split boarding here, and we've been testing out the Outdoor Research Alpinite Glove right here. This is their guide level, Gore-Tex, goat leather, and touchscreen compatible glove right here. So in this review, I'll go over the fit, features, and functions, and how I use it for split boarding and winter camping, and what I think about it. So let's get into it. First, we'll start with sizing. I'm a men's large in most gloves. In Hestra, I'm a size 9 to be specific, so hopefully that's helpful for you on sizing. I find the sizing very spot on for the size large. Got pre-curved build, which is great for holding on to your ski poles or split boarding poles on the tour up or on the ski down. You get reinforced cuff right here with goat leather, which, as I reviewed in a lot of other reviews, I love goat leather. Just seems to be very, pliable and dexterous, but also very durable. I have a lot of gloves from other brands. They're made of goat leather, and they last the whole season, at least for me, several seasons for most people. You get a long undercuff kind of design that is almost like a gauntlet. You can see if it's undercuff, it would end right here usually and have some kind of elastic, so you could totally get your cuff on your hard shell over that. But it also plays nicely with great coverage. It covers just over where my watch would be. I'll show you right there. My watch is right there, and so it covers right there, which I think is nice for keeping my hands a little bit warmer. I do play in cold temperatures. It's 15 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and my fingers are good. Insulation is a Vertical X Eco, and I believe about 150 or 100 centigrams of that insulation in here, so a good amount. Sometimes when I'm going to go tour in temperatures colder than this, like 10 Fahrenheit and below, I'll throw a heat packet in the back of the gloves, just because I've had frost in it before and I don't want to get it again. And you know, warm hands are happy hands, so you can definitely get to adjusting equipment, you know, whether you're split boarding or backcountry skiing or snowshoeing or snowmobiling or whatever you're doing out there in the backcountry. It's nice to have hands that are still functional when you need them. Now, one thing that separates these gloves from any other glove that I've been testing this last year, and probably even previous years, is that it is touchscreen compatible, meaning you do not need to take your gloves off to get your phone open. So boom, bam, I'm shooting a photograph, which is something you probably are going to want to do. You got your friend lines ready to go, and you simply open the phone and you're taking the video or the photo. So it does work without having to take your gloves off, which is awesome. So that right there, my friends, might be the saving grace for these gloves right here. Kidding aside, there's so many things to be grateful for with these gloves. Price point about $170, so totally fair, in line with other gloves of this kind of style. And believe it or not, I'm going to do a glove comparison because people keep asking which gloves, and I've been very fortunate to test at least about 10 different, no, probably 14 different pair of gloves so far this season. So I'll do a comparison video here soon, but for what it's worth, I can save you a little bit of time. So far, these have been my favorite because of the goat leather, because of the E-tip touch compatible. So where the black parts are, and on the black parts on the thumbs is where it's going to work. So not these parts right here, this part, E-tip compatible or E-touch compatible. The installation's good, the dexterity is great, have no problem handling the equipment, feeling what I'm doing. The fit is great. The long cuff is appreciated. Of course, you get a little retainer clip right there, but you also get the back of fingers. I'm not trying to flip you off. Back of the fingers, little loops right there. So if you're doing a hot trip and you want to hang the glove to dry, or how I often carry the gloves, and this might sound kind of ridiculous, is a little carabiner clip, and then on the side of my backpack right here. That way, I've got my touring gloves, and if I need them, these gloves will be right here, and they're facing down, so the snow is not getting into the cuff, as opposed to sometimes gloves will have the loop right there, and then you're carrying it on the outside of your pack. Not everybody does that, but I do that, and then all of a sudden your gloves are full of cold snow and ice. So carrying it this way negates that. Little tips of using gloves for years in the backcountry. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, a thumbs up would be appreciated. If you want to see more content from Outdoor Research, consider subscribing. I've got a review on this jacket coming up. We have a meeting with Outdoor Research next week to go over next year's stuff. So if you want to see that, consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel. There's a link right there. If you have experience with the Alpinite Glove, please share how you used them, where you've used them, and what you think about them. We'd love to learn from you. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment.com. Until next time, take care.